Tuesday, August 6th, 2024. Tim Walz. Um, excellent choice. I do. Harris Walls sounds to me like a little bit like a university dormitory complex. Like, yeah, I'm over in Harris Walls. It's I find it funny. But this is super exciting. I think that's a fantastic pick. I think the other two top candidates, Shapiro and Kelly, probably have a little extra baggage that we're going to be a little harder to overcome. Walz doesn't have any. He kind of ticks so many freaking boxes. He's got the Midwestern folksiness. He is a masterful communicator in getting out policy and in a plain spoken manner. He's wildly progressive. And I know the Republicans are going to say this is the most progressive ticket, far leftist ticket that we've ever seen. And I hope young progressives actually take that to heart because, free lunches for students in school, LGBTQ protections, paid leave. Like he's done a whole bunch of stuff in Minnesota that are things that most of us want nationally, but we can't seem to get over the fucking GOP hurdle of it all. I think he's a great choice. He was one of my favorite speakers on the White Dudes for Harris Zoom, and I think it's picking someone who can help in battleground states without it looking like you know overly manipulative. Josh Shapiro would have been like, I want to win Pennsylvania. I'll pick him. But I think Walz has ability to draw voters in Wisconsin, Michigan, uh, Western Pennsylvania, which is where she needs help. I mean, even potentially North Carolina. It's her, it's his Midwestern versus her coastal elite. Like it all I think works out really well. I mean, I was I was really getting excited for Mayor Pete, but I knew that wasn't really going to be the choice. However, if this ticket can hold on for 8 years, I don't think that at 68 he becomes the nominee for the presidency in 2032. But we can usher in a 47-year-old Mayor Pete for that. So uh, yeah, there's time for him to build his resume, which is great. Um, so somebody said somewhere it's Brat Summer meets Brat Summer, which I think is great. I look forward to them campaigning together. I think he's been a great surrogate, and I think he'll be great on the campaign trail for her. I'm so glad we're getting so close to voting. um, and in other news, I saw briefly that apparently, I guess a UK, was it the Daily Mail piece of shit or the Mirror or whatever, um, dug up some dirt on Doug Emhoff that he had cheated on his first wife before he met Kamala. And you know, if the other side wants to use adultery, go ahead. I think there's more than enough ammo in the other direction. What a stupid story. And I'm glad that it just sort of blipped and went away because I don't think anybody cares. And the other story that I'm finding, when I first saw somebody sent me a headline, I thought it was a fucking joke, but apparently it's true that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. dumped a dead bear in Central Park. And then I saw the clip where he's talking to Roseanne, of all people, about it. And he's oddly proud. Oh, funny story. I found this dead bear on the side of the road upstate. Now, I'm pretty sure you murdered that bear either with your car or somehow else. And you decided to save it. So you threw it in your car. Um, just not the first time there's been a dead body in a Kennedy's car. Just saying. Um, and then his weird excuse is like, "Oh, I had to go to an event in Brooklyn, so I didn't have time to what stash it in your apartment." Like where? And so he dropped it off in Central Park next to a broken down bicycle. So he wanted to make it look like the bike hit the bear. A bicycle's not going to kill a bear. Like this man is, and this was 10 years ago. This man's fucking deranged. Um, that's that. I mean, every story about him gets weirder and weirder. And we talk about the GOP ticket being weird. This guy's like certifiable. I mean, aside from being a sociopath and anyway, it would be fun if he would disappear. And why isn't the story of him getting caught on the phone sort of colluding with Donald Trump a bigger story? Like Donald Trump was thanking him saying, "Yeah, we're going to win this." Like we anyway, that's all sus. But it looks like he's only be on the ballot in 42 states, which means he can't win. But he's not going to win any state, so it doesn't matter. He's other than helping to clean up the Hudson River, which he did 40 years ago, 30 years ago. Um, uh, he's been a nutter ever since. So anyway, yay, Harris Walz. You know what? Go get that campaign gear. You show it off proudly. My dead end street, the sign's not going to make any difference, but I'm sure as hell having a bumper sticker